You did it again.
I didn't. It started on its own because when you wave and stuff like that.
You keep messing with me, and you're gonna have to find another partner.
I didn't start it. Did you see me reach over there? I didn't.
Yeah, I think you have a remote somewhere.
No, Kira did it last week. That was funny. I got you good.
Yeah, you did.
I promise not to pull any more of those stunts for the rest of
this year.
Well, technically, no. Actually, I can't anymore because this is technically for the first, and so that means I'm screwed for the whole year.
I wish you had upset it.
No, I'm not gonna. No.
Hello. Hi.
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, people.
It is the first of 2025.
Yes, this is our first video for 2025.
And we are hoping that 2025 is kind of still on that upwards trajectory for a few things.
Yes. Yes. Some goals are in sight.
Yeah. So let's start off with a couple of themes and stuff. Okay. You know what we did? Because it's the end of the year. And end of year is always, if you know anything about retail, you know that end of year is always that fun project of inventory.
Oh.
Inventory is still not fun. I did inventory. I worked at a record store 1 year. Oh. And how we had to do inventory, it wasn't like per album or like thing, is they did it by price point. Like what the price came in on the wholesale side. Oh. And on the little price sticker was the original price. But it was written backwards, so it looked like just a code. But for us, we knew that it was the wholesale price of the thing. And so when we did inventory, we had to go through them and we had to read this code backwards and then keep track, little ticks and stuff like that. When you've got thousands and thousands of records and cassettes and everything else like that, it'd take us like 3 days to do it. But your eyes just kind of, you went cross-eyed.
Yeah.
You go cross-eyed after because you have to read this, So that was not fun.
No. I used to work at an industrial electrical place. This is, we're going way back. And we're counting screws.
All those kind of things.
It was the weekend. We spent our weekends doing that.
But inventory here was fun because you get to see all the different going, oh, I forgot we had, because I didn't know this came in. So, do you know that we have over 3,000 bolts of fabric? 1,000 of them, give or take, we're just estimating there, about 1,000 of them is our basics, and we have over 200 panels.
Yes.
So all of this stuff is ready to go home. So you gotta come check it out.
Yes.
And it can go from our collection to your collection because we're getting more.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
there's more on its way.
It is.
I'm sure. So
because we've got, all of our spring stuff that's going to be coming in here soon. And then summer, and then, only 6 months away, and we'll start bringing
in more Christmas. And the sale ends tonight.
Well, that's it. On the 1st?
No, the 31st.
Which is yesterday.
Oh, right, sorry.
The upside is...
Sorry, yes, okay, I keep forgetting. Theory,
yes. Okay, this is just in case you haven't figured it out.
We
are recording this because the store is closed on January 1st. And so we're not in the store. So we are pre-recording this the day before. So
yes, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah. So, the sale ended yesterday. If you're watching the video, but there's more sales that are going to be coming up and a whole bunch of stuff. We are just kind of taking a nice from a very busy, crazy Christmas season. We've seen there are so many people in here, so many customers, and think people are regulars, people we haven't seen before, some we haven't seen for a while. It's just amazing. And then right now we are kind of buried. We've got Radiance that's coming up. They're everywhere. We're just kind of, they're the ones that are pre-ordered and ready and getting ready for pickup. And so they had just come in, and so we're getting those ready to head out. But you guys seen our opening the thing. You know how big those boxes are. Well, we've got
they are
a few of them, and so we're trying to find room for them, just for that intermediate type. And so, but yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, come check out our 3,000 bolts. It's just
Come say hi.
Yeah, come say hi.
Come say hi.
We have our classes.
Oh.
Okay, so we got a list. Hello, just
The class calendar
is getting full.
Yes.
It is getting
yes,
full. We've got
and the classes are filling up.
Yes.
So
Yes.
don't hesitate if there was something that you wanted. Get
registered.
Yeah, get
and
in.
if it is full, let us know and we'll get you on a wait list. And we'll either open up a second class right away, depending on the teacher's availability. Yeah, there we go. The teacher's availability, or else we'll get one on the calendar in the next little bit when they can do that. And then it helps us when we're planning classes, going, okay, this was popular. There was a lot of people that wanted to take it that couldn't, so we'll pop it back in, and it just helps us with our planning.
Yes, because there's quite a few, so we're gonna kind of go through them a little bit quickly.
Because there's so many at both stores, and it gets kind of confusing when we go, this is here, this is there. We're going to start with the ones at Tom's.
Yes.
And then we'll talk about the ones out at Country Folk.
Yes.
Okay, so then that way, if you're wanting to come into Tom's, listen first. If you're wanting to go to Country Folk, then you'll be the next one.
Yes.
Just because that's the way they got written down on the thing.
So we've got January the 4th, which is really very, very close, is the Pick 6 placemats. There's one spot left. So, and they are very fun. Give it a quick look. It would be fun. Sit and Sew is January 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th. Cake Therapy is back. And the first one here is January the 29th at 3 p.m.
So Cake Therapy in the Surrey store, Tom is running that one.
Yes.
So you get great information and a show.
Yes, you'll be
and a comedy.
You will be entertained.
You will be entertained. Hopefully, because Tom just loves,
Yes.
it's going to be.
And it's always fun taking something that Tom is teaching.
Yeah.
Embroider with Ease, that's the Baby Lock event. Here is January the 11th from 10 to 12:30.
Yes, we can now have that. Now that
yes,
we've got
they're here. They're here. So we can actually show you the machine.
Yeah, the radiance.
Beginner built quilt class, January the 25th. Only 2 spots left. So again, if the teacher has availability, we can add a second class, but
right away.
Get yourself in there.
Yeah, we run them. We're running them a lot more frequent.
Yes.
So if those dates don't
they're
work,
very popular.
Get in there. She is. Rita is really good at teaching the basics.
That basic, absolutely. You will learn a lot. It's and we have people who take them more than once.
You learn different things, and each time it's a different quilt. So
yes.
you're learning the basics on different quilts. So you don't, even if you're an experienced sewer and you like the quilt, it's like, I'll just take it for the quilt. And it never hurts to brush up on some of those basics.
Absolutely. It never hurts. Next is learn to use your sewing machine. Now, this is, if you bought your machine with us, call. And I can, or whoever answers the phone, but 90% of the time that would be me. I'll get you in, because if you bought the machine with us, it's no charge. If you bought your machine elsewhere, there is a fee. You also need a kit. You can provide your own kit, or we do have a kit provided for $5 for the kit to show you how to, and it's to show you how to use your machine from the basics, like just stitch, buttonhole.
So you know what you need,
And Stitch and Chatter.
That is, okay, so if you are an embroiderer or want to be an embroiderer, you can come too. We'll happily take you to the dark side. This is what we used to call Kimberbell Club. So it's just that Kimberbell, this year, instead of a variety of in the hoop projects, they have changed it. So this year it is the mystery quilt. And so it's kind of one of those things, either you're all in or you're all out. It's because you don't want to be buying a block. I mean, you could, but it's just you're kind of all in or you're all out. And so we wanted to add a little bit more to it for those who aren't really into mystery quilts or quilts in general. And so we will cover the mystery quilt from Kimberbell for that month. And we have another project that we will be doing. Okay, so we've got a variety of different things. So speaking of the mystery quilt, so just in case you guys haven't seen it, this is the first, well, this is your bonus block. And so if you've signed up, you probably have already received this block. It's a little puff, it's puffy, and it's a little ladybug. You get 2 of those. Because you guys are going to be seeing this on the 1st, I can show you January's quilt. So this is January's block. Now, there's embellishments that go on here. So there's a button that you would put here and then little crystals on here. I haven't put those on yet simply because I don't like putting the embellishments on, especially those hard embellishments, until after I've sewn the blocks together. Because when you sew the blocks together, you've got to iron. And then if you have to start ironing around a whole bunch of those things, it's just a pain in the little tuchus. And... it's a family show. I have to.
Okay, and I'm grateful for that.
So that's why there. So we've got those ones. Next week I will show the embroidery project for this month as well.
It's not here yet.
I haven't finished it yet.
Yes. Okay. All right.
It's super cute. It's a little dress form. I can tell you what it looks like. It's a dress form, and for your little scissors to put in.
Ooh, okay.
And it will be so cool because, especially if you've bought like the Kimberbell scissors and they have those little little cover for the points. Okay. You have to keep those those rubber things on. Otherwise the points get dull, and they get dull very quickly, but they get lost so easy.
Oh.
And so I'm going to make me probably 2 or 3 of these because I got several scissors. But I'm going to make one and hang it on my thing so then I can put my scissors in there. So if I don't have the little rubber point,
you can still save your point.
I can still save or like that rubber piece, I can still save my point. So these, if you have other like little tiny scissors that don't have those, again. So it's a really cute little project. Stitches up.
Those clear items are very easy to lose. I don't know why they don't make the types of clear things in sewing.
And they're small.
In a color.
Well, but the thing is that they're small. And so if you're sewing for 2 or 3 hours, and so you're like, take it off, stitch. And so that's a pain in the butt to take it off, put it on, take it off. So you take it off, you put it to the side, and then you're moving things around, and then you knock it off.
Mm-hmm. Then it hits the floor.
Or it hits the garbage can, and you don't know.
I don't like clear bobbins. Because easily lose. So country folk.
Okay, yeah. So
out of classes.
All right. So they have a sit and sew on January 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. So they've got that out. So go out, grab a spot with your friends, have some fun. Cake therapy for them is on the 28th at 10:30, and that's Rinda. Or is it Tom? No, it's Rinda.
I think that is also Tom.
I don't know.
I'll clarify.
We'll have
for
to
next
clarify
time.
who's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
I do think it's Tom, but
I don't know.
yeah.
Sometimes we're told things, and sometimes we're not,
And sometimes we forget.
We're going with we weren't told.
Okay, all right. Oh,
We
well,
don't
whatever.
forget.
Okay, all right.
Embroidery with Ease. Theirs is January 9th.
Mm-hmm. 1:30 to 4.
From 1:30 to 4. That's the Baby Lock event. They've got a beginner's quilt.
Their second class.
Their second
because their
class.
first one's full.
Yeah. And their sit and chatter is on January 18th at 10 a.m.
Yes.
There's a couple of other things. There's Plan a Panel. We did mention that.
But no,
we're gonna talk about that.
I just went into January.
Oh, you just went into January. Okay. Well, we're going to be talking about a couple of other
Stack
classes.
and Whack and computer skills. I forgot.
Oh,
those. Yes.
Yes, and my stabilizer class. Okay, I knew that there was some missing. Okay, so Stack and Whack is January 17th in Surrey. And then I have a computer skill class. That is for embroiderers who need to learn how to download their files from the internet and then transfer onto the USB. This is a PC-based course,
Yes.
not Apple. Because as much as there's a lot of similarities between the two, there are certain steps that are a little bit different, and Apple does things a little bit different. Okay, so it is a PC based. If you've got an Apple, so like a MacBook or whatever, let me know whether we can accommodate it or not. I'm just not that familiar with Apple because I don't have those products and I haven't had an opportunity to really play. So it is PC based and it's really good.
I also forgot the Surger classes in Country Folk. Surger 1, January the 21st, Surger 2, January 28th, and Surger 3 is February the 4th.
And again for Surrey, a stabilizer class at the end of January.
Oh, okay. All right. I missed it. So
I'm pretty sure
missed
it's there.
that. So
Maybe I'm not teaching. Let's see.
we're also going to do something else
Yes.
a little different.
January
during the-
January 30th is
Okay,
the understanding
right.
stabilizers. That is if you're an embroiderer or whatever and you want to understand the difference between cutaways, like why there's different weights, a tearaway, the light mesh, when you use the no-show iron-on, this and washaways and all that kind of stuff. It is a 2-hour seminar, so bring your notebook and a pen and an empty brain because I'm going to fill it up. All right.
And something else different we are doing this year is we're both going to show progress on specific projects that we're going to be working on
Well,
this year.
So, because it's New Year's and everybody makes New Year's resolutions, and
This is me.
the exercise or extra fries, whichever way you want to do it. She was house sitting, and they've got 4 dogs. She went and got McDonald's, and she texts me. She says, "I got 8 eyes staring at me like they want to eat me." And I says, "Well, what are you doing?" She goes, "I'm eating McDonald's." Well, that would explain it. It's like they wanted your extra,
Yes,
your fries.
exactly.
So we're going to share what
My
our
progress,
goals
yes.
for this year in hopes of inspiring you guys to set some fun New
Yes,
Year's resolutions
yes.
or some fun goals. Okay, so you share with us
I'm
what
going
you're
first?
going to do, what
Okay,
your goals
so,
are for this
like
year.
I said before previously, that I took to heart Annie's seminar on organization. And when I had my helpful assistant on one Saturday, I was specifically looking for this panel because I knew I had bought and I couldn't find it.
Isn't it
So
pretty?
I bought
I
this
remember this
panel
one. And it went too fast.
several years ago. Yes, I actually bought it.
Here, I can put
Two
it
of them.
away for you.
No, you can't. So this panel will be my feature for planning the panel class with Sandy coming up in February. So that is part 1 of of a project for this year. It will also, like, I have 2 other panels that I want to work on throughout the year as well, but this is the one I will start with. I do have coordinating fabric, so I don't even have to worry about that.
I have this one. I have this one.
Look at the fabric. Anyway,
It's
so
gorgeous fabric.
so that is plan a panel with Sandy. This will also be used when I take the basic free motion class with Shamima. Because I want to expand my skills in free motion
full.
and roller class. Yeah, it's full. So that will be step 1 of my panel class. And then to finish it off, I will also be taking the enhancing your free motion with Shamima like about a month later to finish that off. And then I will use all of those skills to build the other 2 Christmas panels that I want to make for next year. So, and I will be showing progress as we move along so that by hopefully the end of July when I head to Ottawa, all 3 panels will be done. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Because I want to give them when I go, because I've already booked my ticket.
Yeah, she's leaving. So I'm now on the hunt. I've got certain days. While she's gone, I'm on the hunt for co-hosts. So, yeah. So
There'll be 2. You need to fill up
2?
2?
No, how long are you gone? You're gone 3 weeks.
I'm gone 3 weeks, but the Tuesday I'll be here. And then the Wednesday, and then the next Tuesday, I think. Anyway,
Maybe.
at least 2, maybe
I'm gonna
3.
need some co-hosts.
Could be 3. Yeah.
And then that. But you can't, well, we want you to be good, but not too good, because then if you're too good, then she thinks that she can skip it, Vermont. Okay, so my goals.
Yes.
I've got a couple. Okay, so you talked about free motion quilting. So that is one skill I want to learn this year. So that is a new skill I want to. I've talked about it. I know before that was one of the things that I really regretted not taking when Cindy was teaching. And so when Shamima started here and she was showing us her stuff, I bullied her to teach a class.
Don't believe in new stuff.
But she loves me because she even brought me a present for Christmas and things like that. So obviously it wasn't that bad. And I didn't really bully her, but I did encourage her to share her skill because, oh man, is she amazing. So she's got that in there. The first class is filled. So I'm going to be taking that class. Now, I didn't take the second one simply because I want to practice what I learned in the first one. Because I think I'm going to need a lot of practice because I'm going, that's beginner. Oh man, do you have pre-beginner? Pre-beginner? It might be where my skill level is at. So that's my new skill that I want to learn and practice this year. And then the two things I want to take and do. So I know I've shown this before, but this is Macy's quilt. I've got it stitched together. Now I just have to do the embroidery. So I've got one block. Woohoo! One block out of I think there's 56 or something like that.
Okay, count down. That's what I do.
Yeah. So my goal is to finish this, and then I'm going to say by her birthday.
She's giving herself a year.
Yeah, her birthday's in December. Actually, no, I want to do it before then, so I'm going to get that done. But it just, I know me if I.
Well, we're going to add monthly. We're going to give you progress.
We will
on a monthly basis.
Will.
So.
And then, probably about 15 years ago, because I was in the old house and I'm in my new house for 10, and it was a bit before I moved, so I took this one class. Do you remember Maureen Goldsmith? I think.
No, I see the name, but I don't believe I ever met her.
She worked out at Country Folk, but she designed patterns and all that kind of. She was amazing, and we had this one block of the month come in. It's called Blessings of Winter, and it's an applique. So that was my skill that I wanted to learn was machine applique, and so you had to do you cut out the piece and then you shape it and then you fold it over and then you put it and you glue it down and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to show you the picture. So this is what it was. It's so stinking cute. And so I learned and I was doing really, really well. And I probably got about 3/4 of the blocks with the appliques on them done. And then how you iron them down is I had one of those long little mini irons, so the handle's here and it's got the long barrel and the thing on the end. Luckily now they've shortened that barrel.
Yes, yeah, that was massive.
Because the long one, and so I was ironing down. Yeah, you know where this is going because my blonde moment, but it's I have blonde moments that go to the extreme, and so I'm ironing it, and it's not quite got enough pressure on that end piece because it's not folding right. And so I slid my finger up to hold the pressure. Now, under most circumstances, you'd get up there, touch that, that's hot. No, I distinctly remember the conversation in my head. My finger hurts. why does my finger hurt? There's something wrong.
Oh,
And so
Lori.
it took a good 30 seconds for me to. I have really extra special moments, and that was one of them. I am good for cheap entertainment, let's just face it. And so, I really burnt the tip of my finger. Now, in my defense, I do a lot of crafting, and I used a lot of glue guns. And glue gun, with your finger, this.
Yeah.
And so I probably don't have a lot of feeling in my.
It took a while to register.
Well, no, I knew it was hurting, but it took a while to get to the level of skin where I actually had more nerves than going, get it off. But so I burnt my finger really, really bad. So it took a while before I could use my finger again. And then, so it's not so much that I lost interest. It's just that I was frustrated. Yeah. And so I'm like, so I put it to the side. Then we moved. And then it took a while before I come across it again. The problem is that because the fabric I have is so, I don't want to say old, classic, okay? And I messed up some of those pieces that I don't have those.
Oh.
And so now I have to get clever on how to, because I can't have one block with like completely different. So, but I have some ideas on how I can do some of the things and incorporate. So like where some of these other blocks are, like the what are the pinwheels? There we go. Where the pinwheels are some of those blocks, I can those won't take very long to redo. So if I have to do, I can always redo those with some of the new fabric that I pulled in.
Okay.
So I have some ideas. So my goal is to finish that last block and get it sewn together.
Okay.
So those are my goals. But isn't it so cute? Like it just,
It's adorable.
yeah. And I won't burn I'll try not to burn my.
Think about it first before you stick your finger on the tip of the iron. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
Remember my burn?
Yes. Yes, I do. And I'm sorry for your burn, but that caramel sauce was delicious.
Well, yes, I made caramel sauce,
And she packaged it with apples, so you kind of convince yourself.
I did an original. I did my usual one, and it didn't thicken the way I wanted it to. And so I thought, well, I'll try a different one. And the different one, you melt the sugar first, and on its own. And yeah, I hate it even more because the sugar was getting all clumpy and sticking to my spoon. And so I had taken some out, and I was trying to get the hot sugar, or the sugar that's mostly melted, off the spoon, and then some of it jumped down to my finger. Yeah, hot sugar that's mostly melted. It's very hot and it burns. The upside is I now know that my arthritis in my hands is not quite as bad as a severe second-degree burn.
There you
I
go.
got that.
Okay.
So I threw that out, but now I went back to my original recipe, which thickened this time, but yeah, it was really good.
Delicious. So,
caramel sauce.
And that is it.
I think that's it.
For
so
this one.
we want to know what you guys are goals. So
yes,
comment in the thing what some of your guys' goals are. Like, is there a project that you have sitting on your shelf that you've wanted to finish? Let's work together, and we can, we'd love to see it, and then you can share some pictures with us.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Or bring it in for some show and tell of some projects. Is there a new skill you want to learn? Let us know, and we'll see if we can find a teacher for it. Because we found one for free motion.
Yep, there we go. We got it.
So all those kind of things. So let us know, because we want to celebrate your guys' success. And
Absolutely.
we'll encourage you.
We want to see it.
We want to see it.
Yes.
We want to encourage you because,
this is our fun thing.
I seen that sewing actually helps your mental health.
Yes, I have seen that all over Facebook in the last little while.
Just 15 to 20 minutes
a
of
day.
sewing improves your mental health. It helps with coordination. Like there's so many health benefits. So we can give you a prescription for sewing time. So, you know, you can put all of those other responsibilities aside because you need this for your mental health. Mental health is
Every
very
time you
important.
pick up some fabric, we're going to hand you a receipt. You can just say it's a prescription.
Yeah. And for your sewing time.
Absolutely.
All
We
right.
all know what fun it is.
Here's to good mental health in 2025. All right.
That's it.
Have fun,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.